Hello guys and welcome to episode 7 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as Norsca on very hard difficulty, and today we have the attack on Gorsel to complete. This should destroy Marienburg if we are successful. We have quite a lot of great swords to deal with and I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do so just yet. But we can have a go, and I think if it doesn't lag too much I should have this under control. Let's jump in and fight this on the battle map. And here we are. So, currently not doing too bad on the FPS. But either way, what we want to do is set up to a point where we can like bait them to attack us, because I think we're slightly on the higher ground, and if we move towards them that will make them on the high ground. So let's just set up an attack line. I'll have my marauders with great weapons and normal marauders in the center, then I'll have the marauder spearmen on the right side and these guys on the left. Now somebody mentioned that you could drag the unit cards, and I really thank you for that, because what I'm going to do is have my unit cards spread as they are in the formation. That makes them a lot easier to look at and figure out where each unit is, hopefully. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if that's the best way to do it, but we'll find out. Then I need to have my Marauder Ice Wolf chariots and a chariot on the left flank. So we'll drag them over to the left side, and then we'll have the Marauder Chariots with the Marauder Horsemen on the right flank, and we'll also have the Norscan Warhounds here. I think Norscan Warhounds and the Marauder Horsemen work really well together, just like the Chaos Warhounds did. And then we've got those two chariots there as well. Alright, so this is group 1. Let's make all of this, actually, let's just make those group 1. With Wulfrik at the head of it. So he needs to be added to group 1. And then we have Ivolde behind. And he can be part of the group of the Marauder Javelins. Great. And we'll leave the rest ungrouped. We do have the Norse controls as well, actually. Maybe we should have them charge forwards with some of the spearmen. We'll put them on the right flank in front of the spearmen. And hopefully they'll be able to do the job. So we'll add them to group 1 as well. Let's start the deployment and start the battle. And we don't have to charge straight at them straight away, so I am going to wait for my reinforcements to arrive. That means we will have a second leader to use, which will be very good. As well as some extra units, actually. I probably should have compensated for these. Oh well, what we can do is just have them like attach onto the edge of the line. Now that's one thing I could do with the spearmen, actually, is like spread them out a bit more. We'll have these guys move over to the right, and we'll have the javelins join the other javelins behind. We'll put these guys into a group together and have them spread out like so. And all these ones need to join group 1. And they're going over onto the left flank. Don't know why I can't move them in the group. That's kind of awkward. Now I've just messed it all up. Oh well. It's our last unit. These marauders, they need to come forwards so they can stay on the left flank. So now we play the waiting game. Meanwhile we can enjoy the higher FPS than usual. Look at all these lovely units. Our Norscan trolls. Ready to spit bile on people. Dribbling away. So once all our men are in position, what I'm going to do is group them. We'll do like a group attack like we normally do. And then we'll just try and swamp that line. I believe they have a few crossbowmen units, not too many, but they're surrounded by an absolute ton of greatswords. Fortunately, greatswords aren't anti-large. So we should be able to just wreck them with chariots. If I play it right. I've got to keep cycle charging them. Have all our men got into position? I believe they have. So we're going to control group lock and move forwards. We'll have our ranged forces lock and follow up. And we need to make sure our flanking forces are moving. Fantastic. Let's pause it for a second, as we are going to get engaged. Time to charge forwards. And we need to have these guys pick their targets. So I guess what we'll do, we'll just move them forwards. And we'll have them engage big clumps of units, because then they'll do the most damage. Alright, that is Arndt Roxburger. He needs to be hit by the Spirit Leech. And we're going to have the chariots charge into the side of this melee over here. So let's have these guys speed ahead. Keep all these chaps moving forwards. Right. We could probably Soul Blight here, honestly. Just in front of where the Marauders with Great Weapons are. Because that will definitely help the Marauders with Great Weapons do a lot of damage. And we need to bring these guys in as soon as possible. And we need to bring the chariots in. We're going to run them into the crossbowmen, because the crossbowmen will do a lot of damage to the javelins if we're not too careful. Just doing my crossfire thing with the javelins. Let's get the Marauder Horsemen to just come round. And we'll have one charge into one crossbowman unit, one charge into another. Right. Here we need to get the chariots to come across and hit the great swords. What's Wulfrik doing? Okay, we need to pause it a sec. So the lag just came back. But we've got a really nice place here to put this. Oh my, that did so much damage. Holy moly. Okay. That might have turned things around a little bit. Let's go for another Soul Blight. Actually, aspects of the Dread Knight onto one of these Marauder units would be a nice idea, I think. Maybe onto like these Marauders with Great Weapons, because then they won't run away. So we'll do that. And then we'll continue with the Spirit Leech onto this Arndt Roxburger guy. Let's get these wolves to pull off. And we need to make sure that we're cycle charging the chariots here. So we'll charge back into these great swords over here. These ones have done their job with the crossbowmen. So we can leave them be, because the Marauder Horsemen should be able to do the job there. Right, and with us charging back into the great swords, we'll charge back with the Norscan Warhounds. And I think we're starting to cause a bit of a chain route here, which is good. Right. So we've done with those crossbowmen here. We need to make sure that these guys don't reform and start killing off the Marauder Horsemen. So we'll charge them down again. These Marauder Ice Chariots can come back into the melee in the centre. Where are my other ones? Right, these Marauder chariots need to come back out. Because they've broken that flank. Now they need to like charge into the back of this massive melee. I think Wulfrik did a massive amount of damage there with his spell, which has really helped us out. So maybe we can do that again. He is there. He's got 12 seconds left on it. Okay, we'll just have to make do without. My trolls run back and didn't get back involved. Let's charge down these halberdiers so that they don't come back. Need to keep going with these men as well. Let's charge into these, because if they're all running away, what we should do is just run them down. Then they will break entirely. Just pause it a sec, because the lank's starting to affect me again in the centre. Elsewhere it's absolutely fine. So we're done here. Let's just try and get one more Spirit Leech onto this guy, and then that will kill him. That will finish off the battle, no doubt. Yeah, should kill him. He's definitely just done a full-blown runner. There's one unit left, so let's just charge in on it. It's just some flagellants. We'll kill them off soon enough. Got the whole army coming back. And the reason I'm not running down the rest is because I'm pretty sure that they will all die once we win the battle, which we have done quite convincingly, which is really nice. Especially considering the amount of elite, in quotation marks, troops that they had, like in terms of greatswords. Only 7 men left. Each of these charges should just kill off another one. Gone. Great. Victory. We'll end the battle there. That wasn't too bad. It didn't lag for a little while, which was nice. But my god, Wulfrik's spell did a lot of damage. He was in like the perfect position to make that work. 221 kills he got. Those elite Marauders got a lot of kills as well. And of course the chariots and the Marauder horsemen. I love the Norscan like units that are really quick. They do a lot of damage, like the chariots, the horsemen, and so on. They have such like versatility, makes them great. Especially the Marauder horsemen with the javelins, as well as like the ability to fight in combat. It's amazing. We did lose one unit of Marauder great weapons. But that's okay. It's definitely worth it. We could sack this for more cash, but I kind of want to just destroy Marienberg, so we're going to raise it for the Eagle. Apparently we've already done 2 settlements. We're just going to raise this one for the Eagle for now. And that's going to give us a regiment unlocked. Beasts of Tashnar. Some Norscan Warhounds. Fury of Corn. Plus 5% weapon strength for our Shaman Sorcerer. That's not a very good trait for him. Unless I'm going to put him in melee, which I'm probably not. Ability, Potion of Toughness. That's really good actually. And armor gained for Gundarask. Income from all buildings for Wulfrik the Wanderer. Again, not fantastic. He can get a Norscan Warhorse though, so we're definitely going to do that because I want to be able to like realign his spells a lot easier. Okay, so what next? We're not at war with Bretonnia for now. We've raided the coastline. We could probably do the same for Kislev, honestly, on our way back up, because what we want to do is probably take on the Wintertooth now and destroy them, and then finish off Varg, and also complete our monstrous task. We got rid of Nordland and Marienburg. Now what we can do is move on to, well, back north and do our job elsewhere. So we'll put them into raiding stance. And we'll have this guy just camp up, so he can get some replenishment going sooner than later. We do have 6,000 cash to work with, so let's build some stuff. I'm really tempted to go for fog-shrouded fens, because getting one of these Fimir Bale Fiends seems really nice, and these Fimir warriors look cool as hell. So, yeah, I definitely want to get my hands on those. This will unlock Frostworms. We can't get them yet. This will unlock War Mammoths with War Shrines. I don't think we can get them yet either. I think on all of these we can recruit what we need to. So we're not going to upgrade to get Marauder Horsemasters or Marauder Ice Wolf Chariots, and we're not going to upgrade to get Marauder Champions because I feel like it's a waste. We're better off upgrading the settlement so we can pick up troops elsewhere. For example, at Hellspire Mountains. So we want to be able to get the skin wolves that are armoured. And the fog-shrouded fens, if we upgrade this, that unlocks the Frostworm, doesn't it? Yeah. What about the Chaos Totem? We haven't got a Chaos Totem yet anywhere. Would we get the Chaos Totem as the last one in the Ice Drake Fjord? I guess we can do that. Let's have a look elsewhere though. Because we can upgrade like all of these income buildings. It does cost us quite a lot though. That's the only trouble. We'll upgrade them where they're cheapest. Although I don't think there is many other places. We've only got 3 provinces, haven't we? And I'm looking at them all. Yeah, let's just go for the slavers camps. We'll get the extra income. And we can work on like a second army then, like Gundaras can actually recruit some more men, and we can work with those. Because it would be nice to have 2 armies, one of which like attacks somewhere else and one attacks like in the north. And I want to have Wulfrik deal with the Icetooth clan. Let's just end the turn there. We're going to fast move back up north. +1 Chaos Corruption, Zealot, and he's got Dragonbone Raiders. Income from raiding and income from sacking settlements increase. Nice, that's actually quite nice. So what do we want to make this guy? Seduction of the Serpent. Effects, +16 leadership and +27 melee defense. Imbued, discouraged. -16 leadership. What does the imbued effect mean? Not entirely sure. Sorcery of the Eagle. Found spell Fireball. Available. And Plague of the Crow. Effects replenishes hit points of combatants. Extra weakness to fire damage. We could make him like really strong defensively. I think for now we're just going to match the route marcher of Wulfrik so that we can get back to our homeland quicker. So let's head back up to Ice Drake Fjord. I think even the campaign map's lagging now. No idea why. Rather sad actually.
Bloodthirsty. Done.
Let's continue up with them as well. Fantastic. Technology is completed in the next turn. Let's move on to that turn. Technology research, Horsemasters clinchers. Let's get Wulfrik onto the sea.
Take what's theirs.
And Gundarask.
No! This way. The hound compels.
There we go. If he's not on the sea this turn, it'll make him go like half the length next turn, which would be really annoying. All our shrines to the eagle are being put up. And currently we need, I think, 2 more until we gain access to the plus 20% research rate, which would be really nice. So we may as well go for the extra melee defense for Marauder chariots and Marauder cavalry units and extra armor as well. Just to complete them, because we are going to be using them quite a lot. We're getting a little bit of replenishment now we're on the sea. Not much else to do, so we'll just end the turn again unless there's something I can build. I can upgrade this to a Chaos Shrine, which I might do just to help with the public order. And we'll move on to the next turn. So the main idea here is to find the main army of Wintertooth. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to confederate them like we can with the other nations, because they are the trolls. Longship Graveyard has got Unhappy Populace for 10 turns. Restless Spirits. The lands are haunted. Spirits and ghosts of dead warriors, victims of battles long since fought, harass and frighten our warriors. This is a bad omen. Of course it is. Right, we'll jump onto land here. Same with Gundarask. And what I'm actually going to do, we might recruit some more men into Gundarask's army. You can't recruit while we're in march stance though. Let's go to diplomacy. Frog over here. He kind of likes us, but I don't think he's going to join our confederation just yet. We're going to have to defeat him. We're going to defeat probably Varg first, just because they are in our way. A confederation between Bretonia and Paravon. But since Saal Encampment has been raised, what we're going to do is probably do the same for the Bay of Blades and the Tower of Crack. Put Wulfrik into normal stance and we'll have him in Longship Graveyard, just so we get the extra replenishment. And we are going to build ourselves a Feral Manticore, I think, just because having the extra like flying unit capability would be really damn awesome. The other one I'm really tempted to get is some Female Warriors, but they're going to take 2 turns, and I don't know what to replace them with. Do I just get rid of some Marauders? Maybe what we do is have Gundarask come over here and take the Marauders off Wulfrik, and then Wulfrik can build some Female Warriors. Although he's going to have to wait until next turn to actually start building them. See, that's a point. We may as well start building the Female Warriors first, and then add the Feral Manticore in the next turn, because then they'll be finished on the same turn. Just a little bit of logic there will save us a turn. And Gundarask has a little bit of a bigger army. He could probably recruit some more, but he's in march stance at the moment, so we'll have to leave him be. Let's move on to the next turn again. I really can't wait to like actually advance onto Varg and get rid of them and then move on with Wintertooth. I think it'll be really fun. I'm just hoping it doesn't lag too much. The Surfeit of Loot. While raiding across the sea, your warriors discover rich pickings in a coastal village that was easily overcome. So rich, it turns out, that your ships, already heavy with earlier plunder, cannot carry all you wish to take. What should they load up with? And what should they leave behind? Abundance of iron, minus upkeep for all units, or casualty replenishment rate? We'll get the minus upkeep. That will definitely help us out. Right, we're going to recruit with Gundarask as well, if we can. Everything's a bit too expensive. I was thinking even just like a unit of Marauders would be nice, just to bulk up the armies. But apparently not. Alrighty then, move on to the next turn. Fresh meat. As your forces pass through lands barren of life, they see a rare sight. A mighty herd of war mammoths migrating across the icy wastes. They are not easy prey, but your men are ruthless and skilled hunters. Soon the air is thick with panicked trumpeting, and heavy with the sweet scent of blood. Then, after the slaughter, the feast. Fresh meat brings new strength to your war herd. So campaign map movement range plus 25% and vigor loss reduction small. Fantastic. That's just what we need. These are some nice events, I'll tell you that much. Alright, let's go raid the Bay of Blades. I think if we jump onto water here, we should just be able to, like, smash it next turn because they don't have an army there. And Gundarask can join us. If we can spend the cash anywhere, we may as well. So let's upgrade the Chaos Shrine at Trollfjord just to give a +1 there. Get the Public Order to go up again. Then we never have to worry about those provinces in terms of rebellion ever again. But unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. So I am going to leave it here. Next time we're going to be attacking Varg, taking down the Bay of Blades very quickly, and then moving on to the Tower of Krak, where hopefully we'll find the Varg army. And we'll probably just crush them and kill them. We're probably not going to confederate them because I want to just raise their shrines, basically. So that's what we're going to do. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.